But we have made such strides. Our farmers have, in just putting these irrigation systems in, the tailwater recovery systems, the reservoirs, but there's so much more we could do. Talking about the progress we've made, and it's remarkable what we've done, and just in connection with the irrigation projects, and those projects aren't even finished yet. My parents, when my dad got out of the Navy, he decided he was going to come back and farm, and he rented some land and farmed for a couple of years and had some pretty tough, struggling years, but he had the opportunity to go to work for Farm Bureau Insurance. The company was just being formed, and he just fell in love with the job. He liked farming, but he really liked working with farmers and for farmers, and he worked there for 40 plus years and never looked back. So I grew up in DeWitt, not on a farm, but with him working for Farm Bureau. So farm issues and farm policy was always talked about in our house. I got through college in 3.5 years because I went to summer programs almost every year. And then I spent 3 years in law school and a year at the agricultural law program, and I went straight through. I was always scared that if I ever stopped going to school, I might not go back. Well, I took a water law class, probably my second year of law school, and I loved it. Of course, having grown up in Stuttgart, in DeWitt area, I've known that water was such an important issue for our rice and soybean crops down there. And then just the contracts and the real estate courses I took, I kind of just started thinking along those lines. And then when I learned about the agricultural law degree, I thought this would really fit well. I'm not one of those people that ever really had a plan. I'm always got this last minute planner, I guess, but it worked out great. And I was working and was offered a job at an agricultural law firm, that kind of small firm in Fayetteville that specialized in it. Senator Bumpers called the school, wanted some suggestions. He was looking for a new agriculture aide and asked me to interview. And at the time I was single and living in Fayetteville, and I had gone to law school in Little Rock, and I really liked Little Rock, and so I said, yeah, I'll interview with you. I had no idea what the job was. Interesting, but I tell people at the time, I didn't even know senators had staffs. I was really not very political, but I packed up and moved to Little Rock and walked into the federal building, and still not really knowing that it ended up being a perfect job for me. I just loved it. I got to work with farmers on a daily basis and just help them solve their problems. Our mission at the Arkansas Agriculture Department is to develop policies and programs that help Arkansas farmers and ranchers stay competitive and provide safe food for the state and the nation. And so it's all encompassing, and we feel like we need to be out there meeting farmers, working with commodity groups, and knowing what their issues are, what their concerns are. We work with the federal delegation, our congressional delegation here. We work with our state legislature just to make sure that the farmer's story and their needs are being met. We've developed a magazine here, the Arkansas Grown Magazine, and the sole purpose of that is to just promote Arkansas and to help farmers tell their story to folks who just maybe don't understand agriculture and how important of an industry it is to Arkansas. And as our population increases, the 2050s, if the year you hear out there, we're going to have to feed these people. And Arkansas is really poised to take advantage of that. We've got the soil, we've got the water, we've got the climate, we've got the farmers who just work their hearts out for it. And I see the Arkansas Agriculture Department's role, and my role, is just helping them do that. And if we can pave their way a little bit through some policy or some regulation that makes it easier for them to do their job, what they're good at is growing food for the world, then that's what we're designed to do and what we're here to do. Arkansas Agriculture Department is kind of a one-stop shop. I mean, we get involved in anything that people bring to us if we can see if we can be helpful. Whether it's, like I said, a policy issue, a research issue, economic development. We look like, for example, the edamame. That's been an economic benefit to to the growers, that region where they're growing them, to the mulberry. You've got the company up there. We feel that it's important. Diversity in agriculture, we think, is only makes everybody stronger and better. The lesson I would pass along would be just take advantage of the opportunities as they come along, be open to them, don't be afraid to try something you're not really sure what it is. I would have never gone to work for Senator Bumpers. If I had said, well, I don't know what this job is, I'm not going to do it. I just said, hey, I'll get there and I'll figure it out. They'll teach me, I'll work hard. And that's really the key, just being willing to learn and to work hard. And there's always people willing to help you. I mean, it really takes a special person to be a farmer. They just take so much risk. They're unappreciated. Arkansas farmers don't take a backseat to anybody. They are, we lead the nation in so many aspects, and it all goes back to the farmer. Yeah, we've got good soil, we've got good climate, but you got to have people dedicated to doing that job. I think the soybean checkoff program is very important. I think a lot of non-agriculture people, they don't even realize that farmers give up a portion of their proceeds to go toward promotion or research. And I think that says a lot for the farmers, and I think it's been used very wisely. I mean, I can think of several research projects that I'm aware of, and there's many more that I'm probably not, that have been very beneficial to production or yield. And I love the money that's spent on researching new products and uses for soybeans. And again, a lot of consumers don't realize that, and I'm very proud of the Soybean Checkoff Board and Association for really trying to educate people about that, because we need to know how our products are being used all around the world, and I think people would be amazed if they knew how they were used.